Alright, we are going to build a kelp farm. This is 105 by 15. It's 15 blocks wide for the flying machine that I use. Anyhow, if you want to build this, it's very simple. You just build everything, the glass on the side, so that the kelp don't go flying everywhere. Then, of course, put signs and water flowing on it. It flows into one system, and from there you can just collect it however you want. I used this trench, I guess you call it, and then just a water stream to get it up to the level that I want. From there, you can put it into smokers if you don't get stuck like I do. But anyhow, if you problem solved. Anyhow, you can put it to smokers and whatnot in a system of this, like this, and then get your kelp blocks. Or you could put it into composters and whatnot. Like, you can do whatever you want with it. This is just how to build a huge thing. It's 150 or 105 because you could add up 105 to get that many flying machines. Whatever. Anyhow, for this, it gives about 25,000 kelp an hour. You can do whatever you want and build this up. Anyhow, that's how much kelp it gives, roughly. It can give more depending on how much kelp grows, but that's that. Dirt, you're going to need, or whatever you use to put your kelp on. I guess it don't really matter. I use dirt. You'll need 1,575. That's about 24 and a half inventory things, so just a shulker box of dirt will do. Then I use glass. You don't have to use glass. I just thought it would look better because you could see through it. Anyhow, any building block of your choice, you'll need about 2,700-ish. That's just for the one side, or the two ends and then a half slide. The other you can keep it open because you're going to add if you want, or close it off. That's about 2 shulker boxes. And then you'll need another 1,575 signs. Now those comes in stacks of 16, so you need about 4 shulker box to be safe. Anyhow, going off this, I'm just measuring out and whatnot, the whole distance. It's nice to set up your corners and whatnot, because, you know, then you don't overbuild or underbuild. Going from there, of course, beautiful work, just spamming blocks. Yeah, like I said, I use dirt, but that's just because, like, I think everyone has a bunch of random blocks or double chests full of dirt that they're never used. So it's a good way to, I don't know, maintain it sort of deal. Anyhow, I find just break the kelp at the very bottom, stop it from growing, because it was a huge pain doing this, because it throws the blocks randomly, or places the blocks above and they have to break it and all that. Horrible. Anyhow, once you have that filled in, full of kelp, problem solved. It'll grow by itself. This actually works really good manually. Like, you can just go in and break it, but besides that, that's whatever you want. Like I said, you don't have to use glass. It does cost a lot. And I realized after I didn't have to smelt it all. I could have just bought it from my villager trading hall. Anyhow, all that material, and just so stuff don't go all over the ocean. Besides that, this took me about, I'd say 8 to 10 hours. But I sort of goofed off and did a lot of messing around. Like here, I originally was going to do 100. But I decided to do 105, so I added a little bit. Anyhow, once you got the main strip, that's pretty much, that's it. Yeah, that's it. I stopped here because I wanted this Enderman. This Enderman had been on this boat for probably, I don't know. I'm talking like in real life, probably like months. He's just been stuck there. I don't know if it's something like they can't move off an anvil, or whatever the case is, but he was just stuck there, I guess. So anyhow, I put him there, decided that he needed to be parked particularly. But anyhow, that's besides the point. That was a side adventure. I think I'm gonna like do something with a whole bunch of random Endermen in the future. But besides that, yeah, he looks happy, very happy. Good, Jason. Good. Anyhow, so for the flying machine, it's just your run-of-the-mill flying machine, slime blocks, 2 sticky pistons, and 2 observers. And then, yeah, that's basically, I chose that just because it's simple, easier to build. If you can count, I'm pretty sure it's 8 blocks. Yeah, like 8 blocks out, and then copy it on the other side, and then just slap in. That's supposed to be a sticky piston. It's been a long time since I built one of these, so I had to. Yeah, that's the reason it took me so long. I screwed this up so many times. But anyhow, going off of here, just throw in some stuff and you'll be good. Yeah. Oh, also, when you do this, don't just place random blocks. Like, actually place something that's unmovable, like obsidian or a furnace. Otherwise, your flying machine will be gone forever. Yeah. And, the lag is slightly atrocious. Like, my laptop's pretty old that I play on, so it's understandable, but, like, yeah. It's pretty bad. I was getting very low frames here. Warn everyone else on the realm. Yeah. But once they break, once all the kelp's broken and it's floating, it's fine. Yeah. So anyhow, then go over the observers, because I think it triggers it or whatever. I just wanted to be safe, so I just went over it. Anyhow, going off from there, all your glass up on the sides, so nothing, floats off a million light years. Because literally, I saw it, like the kelp, before I had the glass and I did it, it was literally, oh yeah, this is where I screwed up, because it didn't have the sticky piston. Anyhow, yeah, the kelp will literally go like 100 blocks away. It's hilarious. Anyhow, to put in the signs, because right, you have to be crouching to put a sign on top of a sign, right? Or whichever. I actually don't know. Maybe I'm talking stupid and I don't know. But if you're ever doing something on water like this and you have to put a bunch of signs, a boat literally works so well. You just scooch it forward and then just get out of it. Place it again, scooch forward, and just like that, the whole thing's done. Yeah, very tedious, boring, but it pays off in the long run. There are other kelp farms you can use. I've seen one with bone meal, but I wanted this one for bone meal. Anyhow, whatever. Going off of it, make sure you count the glass block, because that's one of the 8 that the water flows down. So you sort of need to put 7 out and then the next one. Then, of course, waterlog all your signs, because otherwise the kelp rises up and then gets pushed back down, so it'll just stand there. Once you have all your signs waterlogged, sadly, I don't know, there might be another way to do this. The only way I know is to bridge across and pour water onto it to create the flow. Otherwise, yeah, I got no idea how else to do this. If somebody has a way or knows a way, comment below, because I've watched some videos back in older snapshots. You could use a flying machine and like a fence post, waterlog it, and then send the whole machine, and it'd leave water. But I tried that, did not work, like at all. So I just sucked it up and did this whole thing, which took forever. I'll be honest. This was probably like, I'd say 4 hours. So actually, no, I don't know what this was. It was probably like 2 to 3 hours doing this. The glass probably took a long time. Yeah. And then, of course, I realized after I could just buy glass, which sucked because I used a lot of sand. Anyhow, pretty much from here, You put it into whatever you want. It could be a composter, it could be furnaces, whatever. That's how it goes, and that's it.